What's going on, everyone? Austin John Plays here, and today I'm going to be going over how you can solo Charizard in a 7-star raid for the mightiest mark all by yourself. Charizard The Unrivaled is now officially out via the update for Pokémon Scarlet and Violet. He's going to be going away in a few days, but he has some awesome drops. In addition, this is the only way to get yourself a Charizard at this current point in time before Pokemon Home comes out. Or, you know, get someone else's Charmander and breed that. But anyways, I have been going through a whole bunch of different Pokemon that have some viability, and I'm gonna be testing them out. Also, I don't think Mimikyu is gonna make the cut. Today, I was able to do this with Azumarill with ease, and you probably have an Azumarill built already, but there's several other Pokemon that I'm going to test, and let's do that now. Oh, just real quick, everyone wants to know what the builds are. You have to be level 100, you have to use bottle caps in all the categories that matter, being HP, attack, special defense, and speed, or instead of attack, special attack, depending on what your build is. For Azumarill, I have Play Rough, Belly Drum, Light Screen, and Helping Hand. Helping Hand you're not really going to be using in solo play, although I have found it to be helpful, but the item has to be Shell Bell. You can only catch Charizard once. You're going to get a little pop-up notification saying that you can't catch him again. Again, you have to be in the post-game. You have to have 6-star battles unlocked in order to do a 7-star raid, which to unlock the 6-star requires you to become champion, see the credits, rematch all of the gym leaders, and then you have to do several of the 5-star raids on your own, and then you're going to get a call that 6-star raids have been unlocked. Great, we got an Arboliva. He's going to always start off with Overheat on one random Pokemon that's going to sharply reduce his special attack, but then he immediately gets it back. Oh, Seed Sower, that might be a little handy. And there he goes, he gets rid of the special attack drop. Now, what I found to be really useful with the Azumarill is turn 1, and I'm going to drop that light screen down. That's going to make me a little bit bulkier. Unfortunately, I got confused, so half chance that I'm going to get my moves off. We got up the light screen, that's fantastic. And now all of the team is going to be resistant to special attacks for 5 turns, which is nice. From here, if you pop a Belly Drum, chances are you might die, because he's going to do Hurricane and put me down below half. Belly Drum would fail if I was slower. And that's an okay amount of damage, but with that Shell Bell, we're going to be getting that recovery. Now, the whole point of this right now is to just get 3 attacks up. We popped the light screen, and then we did an attack. He now does Hurricane. Unfortunately, I got confused again. We did not get the attack off. But it's now been 3 turns since the light screen has gone up. Here's a Fire Blast. Honestly, right now, it's not that big of a problem if we get knocked out. It's much more helpful if we get 3 attacks off, which we've only gotten 2 so far. But the whole strategy with this Azumarill, I found that you want to set up another light screen right before you get knocked out. And right now we are on the last turn of light screen. I'm confused. There's grassy terrain. There's a lot going on. So I'm going to do another Play Rough. I'm now down to 61 health. I snapped out of confusion. I got the Play Rough off. I'm going to recover a little bit from the Shell Bell. And of course, we're going to recover because of the grassy terrain. He's going to nullify stat changes and abilities. With the Azumarill, that means that you lose huge power, which is fine. Now we're going to set up the light screen again. Here's the Fire Blast. We're going to resist that pretty nicely. Setting up the light screen while you're on a low amount of health is honestly the best position that you could be in. He sets up the shield. This is actually going perfectly right now. And now I don't want to terrastalize. I don't want to do anything. In fact, I want to throw. I want to be knocked out. So I'm just going to do a Helping Hand on one of the other Pokemon here, Gardevoir. Hopefully this Hurricane KOs me. And it does. This is going perfect. Because we have the light screen up, we're going to come back and our special defense is going to be increased. And we're going to be at full health and huge power is restored. So turn 1, we're immediately going to pop a Belly Drum. We're going to hope and pray that we don't get confused from the Hurricane. Also, being burned would kind of suck. Fantastic, we just maximized our attack. And now we go for the terrestrialized Play Rough. This is going to be your big hit that's going to do a lot of damage. Now, we still have the error going on in calculating damage and stats with huge power, so you may see his health bar fluctuate after you land this Play Rough. Please don't get confused. He lived. Good job. We got the Play Rough. Wow. We just decimated the entire shield, and the Shell Bell brought us up to more than half health. That's the attack that we're going for. Now he's gonna pop the Sunny Day, which is going to activate his solar power, and he's gonna do Terra Blast, but not to me because I'm a fairy type and I would just be immune to that. From here, it's pretty much press A to win. And is this the KO? I'm not really too sure what just happened. I did damage. Okay, the shield just broke again. Again, that's the weird miscalculation with huge power. We got health recovery back, and that's the important part. It's all about sustainability. I've said it before, I'll say it again. That Fire Blast does a lot of damage solar power when we're not resisting, because we're now no longer a water type. But again, press A to win here. And this is gonna be the GG. Now, once again, putting it out there that you can only catch this Charizard once. And it's always going to be the same Charizard. It can't be shiny or anything else, so there's nothing else you're missing on by choosing after your first one to catch it. The first time you catch it, you're going to get a buttload of experience candy, and I believe you're guaranteed an ability patch the first time. Look how much candy I just got. I'm about to get diabetes over here. It's Halloween time. Jack Skellington. This is the same Azumarill that I've been running, except now I gave him Shell Bell instead of the berry for that immediate belly drum recovery. Now, if you want to farm up this Charizard, it's really quite simple. All you have to do is change your date 1 day forward. Date and time, set it 1 day forward. When you come back into the game, outbreaks are going to change and your raids are going to change. Doing this makes it so you could do this, 3-day event hundreds of times. It gets so much experience candy. So there's only a few moves in the game that are going to give you health recovery while doing damage, being Drain Punch. Obviously we don't want a fighting type when he has Hurricane. The Drain, Mega Drain, Giga Drain, Absorb abilities. Obviously we don't want a grass type when he has fire moves. And Draining Kiss, which is a fairy move. Great. There's a variety of Pokemon that can have Draining Kiss, including Fluttermane, Gardevoir, Florges, and Wigglytuff. Florges is not a grass type, despite what some people think. I'm going to use my Fluttermane that I've used for the Ace tournament, and I'm going to be giving it the Covert Cloak. The only reason we didn't run Covert Cloak on Azumarill is we need some sort of health recovery on Azumarill, and Shell Bell was really our only option. He can learn Draining Kiss, but it was much better off with Belly Drum. This is much more of a safe route. Like, a lot less can go wrong than the Azumarill strategy, so you may want to do this. I also have alternatives in case you're not playing Scarlet, like most people aren't. And I gave Fluttermane Draining Kiss, Calm Mind, Fake Tears, and Moonblast. We're gonna primarily do Draining Kiss to keep our health up, but Calm Mind, we're gonna be doing that a couple of times to set up both doing more damage and resisting more damage, and then Fake Tears is going to decrease their special defense stat. This is the wrong one. This is just a 6-star Dragon Grafii. Fluttermane, Covert Cloak to prevent confusion and burn, although the burn's not really the concern, it's mostly the confusion and just not getting the attacks off when you want them to. I got myself a shiny one. Good job. Do your overheat on the Assault Rock over there. I want to do 2 Calm Minds up front. These Calm Minds are going to make me resist attacks a lot better. And again, the NPCs, when they get knocked out, there's no time penalty for that. Here's a Fire Blast. We took that pretty well. And again, we cannot be burned from that. Also, our belief is Seed Sowing is going to help give us some passive recovery. Here's my second Calm Mind. Fire Blast is going to do even less to us. From here, I want to get up 2 Fake Tears on the Charizard, but I'm also watching his health, because after a certain amount of turns or a certain amount of damage done, he's then going to try to reset our stats. And this is my second Fake Tear, so now he's -2 special defense, I'm +2 special attack and +2 special defense. I'm not going to get confused from the Hurricane, and now I'm at the point that I need to start regaining a little bit of health, and I'm going to do that with Draining Kiss. This should do a good amount of damage, and now I'm fully healed up from that, because again, Charizard has 30 times his original health. And now he's going to nullify stat changes on our side. That's the reason that we only did 2 of the Calm Minds up front. Now that he nullified our stat changes, we're going to do 2 more. That Fire Blast, we're gonna tank it all right. Energy is start to gather, that's absolutely fine. Again, you really wanna be at that point that you're the +2 special attack. Having him at the -2 special defense, that's gonna make this much more effective. He landed 4 Fire Blasts in a row. Okay. We got the passive Seed Sower back up, nice. And now we're gonna do our second Draining Kiss. Now because he has the shield up, we're not gonna recover as much health as we did. Never mind, we're fully healed up. He just landed a crit, that's pretty unfortunate for us. We're gonna have to do another Draining Kiss. By the way, the build of this Flutter main is a little bit different because it doesn't have a lot of health in the first place. This is a full special attack, special defense. After doing the damage calculations, it's actually better for this to have special defense over HP. And now that we already landed our 3 hits, now we're gonna do a Draining Kiss while terastallized. There you go, land that dragon move on that other guy. Go for it. Now that the Harsh Sunlight is up, if we didn't have the +2, he has a 43% chance to one-hit KO us. But because we are +2 in special defense, he cannot one-hit KO us. Also, now we have full health, or pretty much full health. I'm gonna do a Moonblast instead of a Draining Kiss just for that additional damage, and we won. Flutter main does this much easier than Azumarill did. It's also a lot safer, but you may already have that Azumarill build. Again, so much experience candy, 4 nuggets. This Gardevoir is not bottle capped. Draining Kiss, Calm Mind, Light Screen, and Moonblast. It's much better off if you have Fake Tears, but Gardevoir doesn't have a move that can decrease their special defense, which is unfortunate. Gardevoir can do this, it just takes a little bit longer. So I did this entire Gardevoir strategy, and it went fine until the very end, where I can't explain what happened. I had half of my health and then I just died, and it looks like my partner Garganical hit me with an attack. I'm going to explain the strategy after this. I just want to show this because this is super weird. I just die? How did I die? Did he do an attack? I have 151 health. You see it there, right? Now I'm going to be using a Gardevoir, who I just wanted a non-version exclusive alternative. This Gardevoir is max special attack, max special defense, Draining Kiss, Calm Mind, Light Screen, and Moonblast. I have Trace, that way when he sets up Sun, then I also get Solar Power, 1.5 special attack boost. I don't think I bottle capped this. I think this is just a wild catch. Yeah, it's just a wild catch. It's not anything too great. It's beneficial nature though, so I just wanted to do this as a strategy of without doing a huge investment in items and everything else. Because you may not want to use Gardevoir for another raid ever again, you know? With Gardevoir, first thing we're going to do is set up 3 Calm Minds instead of 2 like we did for our Flutter main. Now that our Gardevoir is +3 special attacks, +3 special defense, we're going to do some Draining Kisses for a little bit of damage up front. We know that he's going to reset our stats, and unfortunately we don't have a move available to us that would reduce his special defense. And because we're at full health, we're going to pop a Moonblast instead. For all these fairies, whenever your health is above 70%, you're going to prefer Moonblast. There's the shield. I'm waiting for the stat reset that's going to happen. There it is. Now that we have that stat reset, one of our #1 objectives is making sure that we get 3 Calm Minds back up. Oh, that Fire Blast hurt. I'm not doing that great on health right now, and I only have +2 in special attack. Is this Hurricane gonna KO me? Nope, we lived it. Good. Yeah, I chose to do a Draining Kiss just for a little bit of health recovery. I believe his Seed Sower is helping, and that's going to bring us up to 115, so we can live pretty much any hit that comes at us. So now we're going to go for our 3rd Calm Mind. The more Calm Minds you get up, the safer you are. Granted, there's always the chance of the random crit. That could be really, really bad. I'm going to now do a 4th Calm Mind because he's going to get that Solar Power up, and we want to make sure that we live that Fire Blast in Solar Power. If your health is real low and you're feeling real dangerous, don't be afraid to just do a cheer for health recovery because that has priority over his move. Like I'm at 54 and I'm real close, so I'm just gonna do a heal up instead. Plus that gets rid of Clodsires burn. That brought me up to 183, which is fantastic. And we're able to tank hits right now. So now we want to Terrastalize, and what's our health at? I don't know, my health disappeared. But yeah, we're gonna Terrastalize Draining Kiss, and if our health is above 70%, then we're gonna Terrastalize Moonblast. Oh, and we avoided the Hurricane. Thank you, game. Even though we would have fully recovered that health anyways. Here's the Draining Kiss. Nice damage. That's not even our strong move, but that's gonna fully heal us up. Here's the Sunny Day. His solar power is now gonna activate, increasing his special attack and increases our special attack. I'm going to go for Moonblast now because I think that might KO him. Oh, that Fire Blast hurts. But here's the Moonblast and nope, didn't KO him. Real close though. Real close, but this is in the bag now. He's at half time. All we need to do is literally any attack. Even if we get knocked out and come back and do one attack, we still win. Dragon Pulse, it doesn't affect us. I'm just gonna do a Draining Kiss, because why not? Oh, we won. Okay, cool. Thanks, game. I think that was the poison adding up at the end. Ooh, I got the 1% ability patch. Nice. Nuggets. And then, ooh, even more rare candies? Yeah, you should farm this up. This Charizard event gives you so many nice drops. You could totally go for, you know, breeding down that Charizard for a Charmander and trying to get a shiny one. He won't have the mark or anything else like that. Gardevoir can do pretty much the same thing that Florges can. Florges is just a little bit less strong and a little bit more bulky. And then Flower Veil will, I don't know, maybe help out Arboliva. And that's pretty much it. And yeah, with the same exact moves, Florges can do this, but your damage calculation is going to be just slightly different because of that little bit less special attack. Granted, I did not do bottle caps on that Gardevoir or this Florges, so even without doing caps, you can win this. No problem. Oh, I didn't bottle cap the Flutter main. It just did work on its own. In theory, you could even do it with the Wigglytuff. It's going to be a little bit harder, but you do have fake tears, so you would just be doing the Flutter main strategy with a little bit less efficacy, 70% of that special attack and half of that special defense. You may want to consider a Flutter main over a Wigglytuff, but you could, in theory, do it with a Wigglytuff. To be honest with you, I just haven't even tried the Dash Bun. Apparently, you do Dash Bun with leftovers and you win. Grimmsnarl can do it with leftovers with Spirit Break. There are so many different things that you can do here in order to win this. It shouldn't be that hard. As long as you have a strong fairy type and you're able to get your buffs up and your optional debuffs on Charizard, you're gonna do just fine. I promise. Well, anyways, guys, there you go. Again, you have to unlock 6-star raids in your game to do 7-star raids before this event ends on the 4th at midnight UTC. So hopefully you're gonna do just fine. And if you don't, you're okay, because this event is coming back in, I think, 2 weeks. So you're going to be able to do this again before Christmas time. And this event may happen in the future again. Well, anyways, guys, if you found this information helpful, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. And until next time, Austin John out.
Man, they see me shining like I got the charm. Stay strapped, got that jet ball in my palm. Fell from the sky, guess I'm the chosen one. And if you need to know how, check out Austin John. Champion flow, yeah, I got that champion flow.